please remember to leave a like, a comment, share the video about, and if you haven't already, subscribe. Thank you. Well, isn't this just fantastic? Captain's Log, Subdates 231002.3. We're edging closer to the spoopy time of year, a time where spoop reigns supreme and people like to give sweets to NPC children. This year, we plan to give our trick-or-treaters meds. We'll then steal their sweets. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we're doing a response video. The reason why is because I saw this on Twitter and I will admit I have rarely rolled my eyes so hard in my entire life. And we're going to be discussing gender. Topics like this are usually uploaded to Omegon 2, but this one, no, I want you to see this. So hopefully I can convey a point, a convincing point, so that you may understand why I take a very firm stance against certain aspects of what people interpret gender to be, how it has become trivialized, tokenized, and yet at the same time is supposed to be a bastion of one's individuality, when in reality, humanity is identical. It really is. The basic urge to be seen, heard, and center of attention, something which I find quite exhausting at this point. But, while an exhausting point, a point that is continuously raised regardless, so I will continue to call it out. On Twitter, I saw Alan Roberts tweet this video. I saw others tweet it out as well with the tweet, "It is not misgendering, it is calling you what you effing look like." There are many replies to this. You will see on the video though in the image there 2 different TikTok accounts. This was shared via Eagles but originated from Bertie McGurty. Do not go to that person's TikTok and harass them. Not that you can anyway. Their profile is currently private. I will always insert the disclaimer because they do not have many followers. That does not mean the size of their follower base should in any way determine whether or not their opinion, their voice, is any less or more valid than somebody else's. We shall address their individual argument, perspective, anecdote, and critique where critique is necessary.
Y'all, I'm tired.
Yeah, me too. I spent all day yesterday cutting railway sleepers. I have a blister on my hand. It's not nice. But why are you tired?
7 in the morning at the physical therapy office. Misgendered.
Owing to your profile being private, I cannot understand or know why you have to attend physical therapy. I especially don't know why it has to be so early, unless this is your cute way of saying the gym. In which case I fully understand that, but as I go at around 9:30 because I have to go to work in the morning, come home, have breakfast and then go to the... I know that if you go in early enough, or around midday, there are less people there. Although during term time I've discovered actually it's around the time of the school run. That's the best time. The last part though, misgendered. Okay, I can't wait to learn more about that. I hope this in some way will maybe kind of help us understand why you're tired.
By someone who I've told my pronouns to. And I said, just to let you know, my pronouns are they, them. And they went, oh yeah, that's right.
I have a query because we here need to know this ahead of time. Had you told them recently, and I mean recently enough that they would remember, because physical therapy, I have no doubt many people have to attend such a thing. Or was it something said a while ago that could be forgotten because they really don't care about you? Yes, I may have looped the indignation because I wanted to really drive the point home that apparently the gender part was the really inconvenient bit, but don't worry, things do improve.
Yeah, that's right.
I know. I watched your video before I played it.
And then I had to explain too many times to my physical therapist that I didn't want to do an exercise where I had to crunch my face into my boobs.
Now that's a very unique exercise. Part of me thought you were referring to a cable crunch. You know, pull down, tuck your head in, your chin into your chest. In your case, your non-binary boobs. But it's an interesting exercise. It benefits you hugely. There are head ones as well where you simply help your neck. Very good exercises. Vitally important. But there's often a reason for why one will do it and why one won't do it. I generally don't, because I don't need to do it. You won't, though, for a completely different reason. And I will admit, upon hearing this one, this is where the eyes started to roll. and where one started to question the validity of one's experience.
Because that gives me gender dysphoria.
What? I'm going to repeat it, just so you can be certain that's what you heard.
Because that gives me gender dysphoria.
Yeah, okay. A form of neck crunch exercise that benefits one's body, helps with physical therapy, no doubt, is giving you a bad case of the gender dysphorias. That's not how this works. Gender dysphoria is not something you merely experience when working out. I don't work out and suddenly think if I do squats, I'm suddenly going to be a female and want to twerk it up. Or increase the size of my ass to make up for a lack of size to my chest, as is often the case if you look at anyone going to the gym these days. And I know, oh my god, that's misogyny. I don't care. I really don't. It's an observation, nothing more. I feel like this is, again, an observation of my own. You, the non-binary, are trivializing a medical diagnosis under the guise of, I can't do this because it's my excuse.
And I ended up getting upset.
Yes, because you were looking for a way out of doing something that is difficult, knowing that it benefits you. I often find that if, when working out, it is causing me discomfort, unless I've torn something, I am doing the right thing. Currently, I can't do many press workouts because the blister on the pad of my hand is in the spot where the hand grips properly. I have a ginormous air bubble underneath the palm of my hand. It's not stopping me from working out, it's just really uncomfortable because I can feel the exposed skin underneath rubbing against the old skin. You know what I mean? You know the discomfort. You are looking for a way out, and you found it, but in doing so you prove a very fundamental point about a lot of people. They don't want to do anything to better themselves, they're quite happy being a useless, feckless worm.
And started to softly cry, and then quietly beg to leave, and have the physical therapist just email me.
You do realize that by doing that, there's no guarantee you will do it. Therefore, the person giving you the service, who's been paid to do so, no doubt, cannot give you the service you need. That's the point of physical therapy. It's why many people get PTs, because they really are beneficial. To be there with them, one-on-one, working with them or in a class, is much better than doing it at home, because you're not going to build up the sweat. You're not going to put the effort in and go as far as you can, because form is important. You need a PT to ensure the form is correct. And the best version of it comes from working with another person. To use the fact that someone misgendered you as an excuse, to then compound it with another excuse of, if I do this exercise, my gender dysphoria, yo, or I experience gender dysphoria, yo, seems like you are looking for a way out to not do it, which I can kind of understand. I wonder if anyone can work out why.
The exercises so I wouldn't have to actually be in the space to do them, and I could just do them at home.
Anyone else want to take a wild guess the chances that this individual, Bertie McGurty, will actually do the exercises, the physical therapy as it has been dubbed, at home if given the exercises to do at home? Because right now I want to go and get every keyboard I have and just press X on each of them. I will include my phone, my tablet, and the wireless keyboards I have for my tablet, my laptop, my PC, and the gaming keyboard I have also spare. Yes, that too. Yeah, no, you won't do any of it. Don't lie. Physical therapy requires aid. That's the point of it. Don't ever let somebody else and their mistakes stop you from being the very best version of you. Although, if this is the best version of you, you are a failed human.
You know, I don't feel comfortable at most places in society.
So, I have done one of those little people skill things, tests to determine my personality, and I came up as INTJ. I am considered introverted, yet I can be extroverted, in the sense that I have a limit to the amount of time I can spend around people before I just get bored and walk away. I don't care for going to doctors or dentists, yet I do that because it is a necessity. I don't really care for traveling, yet I will do it, again, as a necessity. There are things I'm willing to do and not willing to do, but sometimes you have to do what you are not willing to do. In 2020, after over a decade of not bothering, I bothered to rejoin a gym. End of 2019 technically. I go every single day. Lockdown really threw a spanner in that, but I went. The discomfort I felt being around those people, because I went when there were most people in there on purpose to defeat it, the discomfort that is vital to one's personal improvement, an indication of one's resolution and willpower to strive, succeed. and then thrive because of it. You sound like the type of person to make every excuse for why you can't do something, a term I have used so many times on people in the past. Mostly Amberlynn Reed, Chantal, and a fair few of those within who themselves are ginormous and hypocritical.
But when it comes to being at the doctor's office, it's important to feel cared for, respected.
In this, I can agree partially with you. I do believe it is somewhat conditional on honesty. When it comes to medically treating you, your expression is not remotely relevant to the medical necessity and the treatment that may come with being male and or female. I said and or on purpose just to see if anyone's going to be a dickhead about it. I've often found that you may want to be treated a certain way with certain language depending on your gender identity, but when it comes down to the nitty-gritty, it does not matter when it comes to medical care. It really doesn't. But I understand wanting to be respected, but you expecting to be respected? No, not the case. Doctors are dickheads. Get over yourself.
Have your humanity honored.
Last time I saw my doctor, she stuck me in the stomach with a needle of Clexane that I had to go and buy from the pharmacy next door and bring to her, so she could rather aggressively stab me in the abdomen. The reason why was to act ahead because I was having issues walking on my left leg. This was a few years ago because there was a concern of a possible thrombosis. I had to go get an ultrasound just to be certain. Clexane was just to be safe. That bruise on my stomach took weeks to heal. Doctors do not care about you or honour you. They are there to treat you. It's almost a pump and dump thing. Once they're done with you, they move on.
And I'm just, I'm tired. I'm real tired. And I've had a rough morning.
No, I think you've had a very simplistic morning, and you've just decided to take one indiscretion and make it seem like that has ruined your entire day. You're one of those. I have family like that, and I like to remind them small things, and it is a small thing in the grand scheme of things, should not ruin your entire day. So you can act and bleat on about it on TikTok of all places. It's the only safe haven for me to espouse my shit. To then go about my regular daily activities, no doubt afterwards, of doing absolutely sod all.
So for the rest of the day, I'm going to do only nice things for myself. I have to do some stuff that relates to my legal name change. I'm going to hopefully get my nails done if my nail tech is in at the shop. And it's going to be a low effort day.
Why do I get the feeling with you every day is a low effort day? Is this the part where I demonstrate what I typically do in a day as a pissing contest one-up thing? You'll find many people have low effort days, but they don't make it so it's every day. Which is why I think people like yourself would need to be with a personal trainer or a physical therapist to ensure you are getting the most out of it. But I have a feeling you're the type to quit when something gets difficult, and you're an obvious creature of habit. The nail tech thing confirmed it. On TikTok, people like this individual, Bertie McGurty, are in abundance because they believe themselves so unique, so different, so special, and believe that the way they behave and act in society, or a lack of involvement at all because introvert, means that they should always be treated with absolute respect and must always be honoured. The level of entitlement is pathetically embarrassing. They set a dangerous and bad example for many others around their age range, and for some odd reason they're bringing the 80s back. What the fuck is wrong with you people? I've seen enough mullets and gigantic pairs of glasses for one lifetime. Can you please all bury that shit? Thank you.
It's going to be a low effort day because this sucks. This sucks real bad. Okay, bye.